Hello everyone, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about global variables and list of tuples, all right? Global variables is something I couldn't get into last class, and list of tuples is something that we're going to be using next class, all right? So let's talk about global variables. Global variables are just what they sound like. They're variables that you can access from anywhere in your code. So one way to do it is to declare it right on top. So I can say x equals 3, for example. And now I can have a function. I'm going to call this function add. And this function is just going to add 1 plus x. Okay, so print 1 plus x. Okay, so notice a couple things. First, I've declared the variable on top before the function and not inside of my function. Okay, so I'm going to now call the function, and I should get a 4 as an answer. Okay, there you have it, right there in the bottom, a 4. Okay, I can do anything. I can write 2. Let me run it again, and there you have it. Okay, I'm able to access the value of this variable. Okay. Another interesting way to do it is to, for example, I can get rid of this, all right? And now I can declare the global variable inside of my function. So I can say global, and this time I'm going to use a different letter. I'm going to write t. I'm going to replace this x with a t. And notice the following. I'm going to call the function, all right? So let's see what we get. Oh, before we do that, sorry, we have to actually define the value of t. So I'm going to say t equates, I don't know, 5. So let me run this to see if it works. And there you have it, okay? 7, okay? Everything makes sense. Now, check this out. It's a small detail, but it's quite important. So let's say I have now a global variable, t, and I'm going to say t equates 7, okay? So if I want to print t, it's not going to work right now. Let me see if I can show you that. See, it says t is not defined. And the reason is because you can't access that variable yet because this function hasn't been called. So if I were to call this function, so let me run it. There we go. See, now I get 7 because I ran the function that has the global variable in it. So that's something to have in mind all the time, okay? All right, so basically that is it. That's all we need from global variables right now. And now let's talk about list of tuples, right? Let me get rid of all of this. Okay, so list of tuples. Again, it's just how it sounds. It's a list of tuples. So let me, let's do an example. List tuples. Okay, here we go. So this is how I do it. I use these brackets first, and then inside, I'm going to create my list. So it's a list of tuples, right? So parentheses, sorry for that, parentheses, and now I'm going to write, I don't know, a word. So I'm going to write word. And then I'm going to write my next, my next element, which is going to be some other word. So I'm going to say, I don't know, orange. Orange. There we go. Okay. So that's my first set of tuples. And now I'm going to write a comma and do my next one, my next set of tuples. So I'm going to do 2 more words, all right? So I'm going to write here pencil, comma, and here I'm going to write, I don't know, eraser. So let me write eraser here. Eraser. Oh, it's a string. I need quotations. Here we go, eraser. All right, so I have 2 tuples. The first tuple is constructed by a word and orange, and the next one pencil and eraser. Okay, so if I did everything correct, I should be able to run this and nothing should happen. Let me run it just in case. And everything seems to be fine. Now, how do you access these elements? Well, let's say I want the first row, okay? So I say list, or let's see, I want to print, let's see what I want to print. I want to print the first words in orange, right? Let's just do that. It's simpler. So I'm going to write list, okay? And I misspelled tuples, sorry for that. List tuples, there you go. And I'm gonna use these brackets and write a 0, okay? So I should get the first row, I believe. So let's take a look. There you have it. Orange and words. Words and orange, sorry. But now let's say I want a specific element of the first row. Let's say I just want orange. Well, here's what you do. You create another set of parentheses and you write the position of the element. So this would count as a 0 position, and this is going to be counted as 1 position, or the first position. Not the first position, sorry, position 1, because we start counting from 0. So now, when I print this, when I run this, I should get orange. Let's take a look. And there you have it, okay? So that's how you work with list of tuples.